Wallabies approached us in September to see if we could support Quade and Samu with their rehabilitation. Quade had ruptured his Achilles playing for the Wallabies against Argentina in August, and Samu had ruptured his ACL while playing for the Australian Sevens teams at the Com Games in Birmingham. So that was a relationship that we developed with the Wallabies to help support them in a time of need.
So the big focus for myself and Tim, the lead physio who I worked with throughout this process, was to make sure that we set them up in the best possible position to return to run when they went back to their respective clubs. So we needed to make sure that we had a really high level of strength, neuromuscular control and function, minimise muscle loss, restore range of motion. So we went through a series of discussions early on to work out what are our clear pillars that we want to achieve through this process and how are we going to do them moving forward. So it's been a really nice progression across the last 4 to 5 months, and these boys have progressed so well. It's been amazing to see how each week their response to adaptation has been phenomenal. When you're getting to the point where you're giving them something new every 2 weeks just to keep up with their rate of progression, it makes you really excited as a coach.
Yeah, it's been great from a personal standpoint, having the opportunity to come in here and train around some of the best athletes in Australia, if not the world. It's been a huge opportunity for us. Also to have the care and love from the QAS, you know, with Tim Ostenbrook looking after us from a physio standpoint, and Josh Humphreys from a strength and conditioning standpoint. So being able to have that one-on-one support has been amazing.
To be in this amazing facility, we can't speak highly enough of it. The way things are set up here and how much effort they've put into the actual facility has been amazing for us, and it's helped us get to where we are in our rehab stages. So.
And the one thing that I took a lot out of this experience is just seeing how they would interact with the other athletes. A lot of the times they would go over and introduce themselves off their own bat and be very open to the staff and the athletes here. And a lot of the feedback that I received from athletes is just how nice they are as people, and there was no ego, the title was removed. So that was really nice, and that was very at the forefront for the whole experience. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with both of them.
I think it's been fantastic, you know, having the likes of Quade and Samu here. Obviously they're athletes that have been very successful within their sport, and you know, to have people of that calibre around to also inspire other athletes, particularly some of the junior and emerging athletes, I think have really loved, you know, seeing them here. And I think equally they've probably gained a lot and been inspired, you know, by some of the other QAS athletes that they've had interactions with throughout their rehabilitation journey.
One person that's inspired me just the way he trains is Howie. He's one of the javelin throwers. Just seeing some of the exercises that he does to get his body right. He's been in rehab as well for I think 10 months, and you know, he's pretty excited to get going on a new competition in the next couple of weeks. So just seeing, you know, people in that space as well, similar to where we are, but obviously in a whole different sport, and to see their drive and their commitment to their sport has been inspiring for us.
Get a huge appreciation for a lot of the athletes in here. And, you know, we're very fortunate with our sport to get you know, to get paid to play rugby, and a lot of the athletes that come in here, they're coming from work. They're coming from you know, travelling all across Brisbane and stuff to come in and use this facility to give themselves a better chance and better opportunity to thrive in their sports. And the thing that stands out is their discipline, their hard work, and the way that they come in with the attitude to get better and better every time. So we're in here 3 times a week for about 3 hours a day. And when you're surrounding yourself with those types of people, it's hard not to improve. We're so grateful to be around all these amazing people, surrounded by great athletes in their own right. I've met some amazing people that I'm sure I'll continue to keep in touch with, but I'll also, you know, follow their careers, you know, as they progress throughout their sport. So that for me is something that I'm going to take out of this experience.
As you can see behind me, the facility is state of the art. It's absolutely incredible, and to have the boys come in here and to see their reaction when they first walked through the doors was just awesome. Like, the boys were loving it. They had a real appreciation. We're very grateful to have the opportunity to come here, to work in a facility outside of their own clubs, to work in amongst other athletes, and to be surrounded by really high quality practitioners, medical staff, you know, people from all walks of life. They were just really inspired every session to be immersed in this high performance culture. So it was really nice to be able to offer that platform for them to do their rehab here.